Hey guys, welcome back. It's been a long time since the last video, but finally going to make some progress today. I've been out shopping, got an engine stand ready for when I take the engine out, and then I've got some RHS here, going to make up a little bit of a frame to put the tub on so we can move it around the shop a little bit easier and transport it. What's cooking? If it isn't some 16TC low hydrogen welding rods. Trying to get a bit of moisture out of them after they've sat there for years. So the tub's currently just sitting on these really shitty sawhorses, which obviously isn't good enough to work on. I was thinking originally of making it the frame to fit the actual body mounts themselves, but I'm not fully sure if that's a good idea because I've got some work to do on those. So what I might do is where it's kind of supported at the moment, bottom of the fuel tank on that back corner there, and the two front corners, I think I might make the jig to suit that, because then at least I can get access to those mounts to work on those. Okay, so the plan here is to replicate those mounts, but obviously match that out of this. So basically just going to make a rectangular frame, which goes around it there, and then those mounts can just sit on it. I just plan on sitting on it for now, so I can slide it backwards and forwards, because I do have some work to do on the mounts, but basically it's just going to be something that I can move around the shop, doesn't take up the sawhorse room. And yeah, it's just got some caster wheels on the bottom, so it'll also help to be able to lift it up, put it in the back of the trailer to take it down to the sandblasters. So yeah, anyway, we'll see how we go. Yeah, to be honest, I really need a cut-off saw, like trying to cut 45s and then marry them all up with the 5-inch grinder, it's a pain in the ass. And then trying to like bridge stuff with stick, like I'm not the best stick boarder getting around, so anyway, we'll get there. G'day everyone, back today, this morning. We finished off this frame last week. I had a few issues trying to get all those miter joints to line up, so what I've done this time is actually printed myself off a couple of these, just so I can mark a 45 parallel on both sides. I think some of the issues I was having is when I was marking it, it was just slightly out on the 45 as to where it was compared to the other one, and that's what gave me most of the issues. So I think marking it out really well with this, and then making sure I make some really nice cuts, I think I should make it a lot better. So you can sort of see some of the issues I've had there. Just plugging a few holes and gaps. Don't know if that'll focus. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, pretty shitty quality welds to be honest, but did what I could. Made sure the main thing was getting every inside angle square, making sure they were held square all the time, and then I just had to fill the gaps basically, which when using the stick, and this is 2mm wall, is yeah, a bit of an interesting experience. So this gives you a bit better of an idea as to what I was trying to get at. So I've marked out here 1250, and then I can just rub the chalk basically around the edges there. That'll all come out right. So if I move that off now, I can just go and cut each side individually, and I know it's going to be parallel to the other side. Just got to join these two at the bottom here. Be good to go. We'll cut it and see how it comes out. Starting to set up the squares just to tack it together, and pretty bloody happy with that. It's way better than the other ones have been. Look at that. Before I get too carried away, I better drink the rest of the coffee that I made this morning. Yeah, it's going well though. Like I haven't really got as much done as I'd want to in the time frame. Like coming up this July, I would have only 40 for a year. It feels like I spent hardly any time on it, you know, like it's just about finding that time to sort of get a solid run at it, like a whole day. But yeah, I'm pretty excited now to get this done and then start sending stuff down to the blasters, get it blasted and primed just to really see what we're working with. It'll probably take a pretty long time tinkering away with sort of fixing up some of the welding to do on the tub there. Anyway, we'll just keep going and take it every day as it comes, slowly but surely. Like I'm not here to win a race or do anything too quick. I've got plenty of other things I have to do here at home, and I work away, so you know, it's just what time I can get on it, but hopefully do it slowly and do it right, and I'll learn a lot along the way, like even get back to doing these small things. So, you know, some pretty rusty skills coming out, but I'll certainly have to get a lot better at welding and a bit of metal work once I go and actually try and patch parts of the body. But my dad's a boiler and I've got plenty of mates that are as well, so I can get some people to come in, give us a bit of a hand if need be. Right, so I've just cut the 4, I suppose, legs out, which is good. Now it's just, I suppose, grind it up, clean it up a bit, and then start setting them up and weld them to the 2 frames there. Alright, so I've actually gone and welded around the frame, and then I was looking at these little wheels I had and I thought, oh man, I should just weld them on. Alright, so I managed to get it on there. There's a bit of the stuff around, just because a bit of a design oversight. It's something I actually did think about weeks ago but forgot about again. The height of those legs, like the sort of braces between the legs, it's actually too low for the actual engine crane there, so I'll have to come up with a different way there, or I could look at moving those up, but yeah, I think I can come up with something a bit different just so I can be able to lift. The whole point of this is I can lift it up and it'll fit in the trailer, so I can take it down to the sandblasters and everything. Yeah, but it's on there. Apologies, didn't get much footage of it. I tried to get a little bit, but then my phone's been doing some funny things recently, and it hasn't sort of been saving things. But yeah, have a bit of a pack up of the workshop and a bit closer look at this thing, and that's that job done. There we go. Time for a can. Celebrate, that's another little milestone, just a little achievement. I suppose the next big thing really is, as I said, is getting this off to the blasters, to be honest. Like, there's a few little things to take off, but yeah, get off the blasters, see what I've got to work with. I mean, there is a fair bit of rust in it, but I think all in all it won't be too bad. I'm not going for an absolute show car restoration. I'd like something pretty neat, but you know, it needs to keep a bit of character, like it's a pretty old truck. A bit of a farm ute, so yeah, be that, and then it'll be gearbox and engine out. From here is pretty easy. Pull them out, have a bit of a look, but really I need to strip some of those other panels down too, like get obviously the windows out, pull the doors down, and just pull it apart to be able to get a better idea as to what I need to do. You know, pretty happy with how it's going, but like I was saying earlier in the video, it'd be good to make some more progress, but yeah. For now, rest of life will keep me busy, and next episode I think will be pulling some of that down and getting it blasted and having a go at pulling this engine and gearbox out, and see you next time I suppose.